Alright, what's going on, everyone? I promised everyone a cool video segment, so this is actually going to be it. It's a video blog, kind of what I do before UFC events, what I go through on a daily basis. So you're going to kind of see behind the scenes of what I do. Not bad, huh? Let's find out. Now, this is the Friday before UFC 103. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through my day before and my day of what I generally do before a UFC event. I have a little ritual that I do. Luckily, this UFC event falls on every second week of the every 2 weeks you get a paycheck, and this UFC falls on that every 2 weeks. So I'm going to be going to pick my paycheck up. I'm going to grab some breakfast this morning. And I'm going to kind of show you what I do during the day at my job, what I do as far as, the MMA that morning before the UFC event. And then also tomorrow kind of go through what I do, at my house leading up to the event, and post that up on Sunday. So, but anyways, yeah, getting ready to head up to my college because that's where I work. The closest campus to me, grab my paycheck, probably grab some breakfast. We'll film that real quick, see what I get, and then show you guys, where I work, what I do in the mornings, and kind of like my pre-fight ritual, if you will, because I have a thing that I always do. I have a certain thing I do the day before fights, so we'll check that out as well. So let's see what goes down. All right, so I'm at my job establishment. Oh, shaky camera, if you will. And I'm not going to film inside because I'm kind of not allowed to, because it being a federal institution, I can film at work. But anyways, this is pretty much it. Alright, so we have gotten my paycheck, which is over yonder here. Since I'm driving, it's kind of hard to grab it and show it to you, but picked that up. Now I'm heading up on the expressway here in Orlando to head to work. I'll show that to you here in just a second. A lot of crazy news. I was reading yesterday on SureDog that we're going to see Fedor and Brett Rogers on CBS. That's going to be a crazy situation. One of two things can happen there. One, Strikeforce gets really good ratings because of Fedor. They promote him real well. They get a decent cut of that contract that they've got with CBS. Or, and this is the unfortunately the bad recourse that we don't want to see happen, but it's a possibility. The promotion's not good enough, they don't get as many views, and they get less money because of that, and they run into financial problems with the amount of money that they're having to cover, not only for their other fighters, but covering for Fedor as well, and sharing half of that revenue basis from the gate and from the contract to M1. So, but anyways, this is the toll booth. Whoa, that was kind of weird. I'm getting ready to go through and pay my toll. As soon as I get to work, I'll show you what I normally do in the morning as far as breakfast and what I generally look at for MMA news and keeping up with some of the stuff with the UFC. So, one of the things that before I get up to work, I wanted to show you guys, since I do live in Orlando, and it is as some people would call it, or as the city slogan is, the city beautiful, but not very often do people get to see the actual cityscape. It is a very, very neat town. If you haven't been here, you need to make sure that if you do have a vacation, to check it out. I mean, we've got a lot of different things to do down here as far as the attractions are concerned, like Universal, Disney. There's always something to do. Maybe not necessarily in downtown Orlando, but more so, in the areas surrounding it. Just a lot of fun stuff to do. But anyways, I'm going to show you the cityscape of Orlando on my way into work. I'll show it to you right now. Put the camera up. I'll actually put it up so you can see. Hold on. There it is. see over there. As soon as I get closer up here, I'll get a better shot, because it is kind of hard to see from this angle. But, you know, if you're not aware of some of the gyms that are down here, of course, there's ATT Orlando. There is, you've got, I believe it's called the Jungle Gym. It's where Seth Petrozelli trains out of. We've also got Gracie Baja Orlando, which has you know, younger guys coming out of there, but you know, some pretty good talent all around. But here is the actual. As soon as I get up to this, I'll put the camera up. The actual cityscape. Turn it right now. And you should be able to see it in a second. Put it up right there. We go. That is downtown Orlando. Like I said, there's actually right there, if you look, that is the brand new arena that's being built here. They're getting away the Amway, which is where the Orlando Magic play, but that is downtown Orlando. On my way up to my desk. Should be interesting. See what we've got planned for work today. Alright, so I'm at work, and this is pretty much where I work at. First thing I normally do in the morning when I come in, like the day before a UFC event, is I'll get on the computer. I'll show you real quick, and I'll check out MMA News and MMA Live. Make sure that I check up on that and see what the guys have said on ESPN, and kind of check out what the news is to kind of better, you know, not only keep up to date with my stuff on my end, but to better help you guys out. Over here is the mastermind, Chris. If you ever notice in my videos, this is the guy that normally puts the peace signs up. That's the guy. My boss, George, over at his desk. And, of course, this is my desk. But, yeah, this is normally what I do in the morning when I get to work. First thing I do is I check MMA News. Sometimes I check MMA Junkie, and I'll see what's up on there and see what, you know, is out as far as news. I also like to use MMA Linker to watch some fights if I've missed anything. This morning's breakfast is actually pretty good. I've got a muffin, an orange, and some milk. So that's pretty much it for right now. When I get into some more things later, I'll show you guys how I prep for doing a video, as far as like a prediction video as well, what I normally do. So, alright, so here's another thing that I do. Can't tell how good this is. Normally what I do through the day is I get on YouTube, and I'm, you know, when I'm not answering a phone call or dealing with something at work, I try to, you know, answer your guys' not only questions that you email me, but I'm also pretty active on my videos. Like right now, I'll show you. As you can see, I've actually just been writing some comments back here on this video. This is my UFC 103 predictions, answering back, saying thank you for you know, saying a good video. Thank you for the you know, the support. On this one, I actually just had a, you know, a question about do I ever do prelim picks? I'm going to start doing prelim picks. Not so much in the video just because of time constraints, but what I'm going to do is start putting them up in the description section. So, but yeah, this is normally what I do. I get up here and I check out the you know, my YouTube area. I make sure that I keep up with the comments and anything that you guys ask. I make sure to answer that. So, just another thing I do during the day. And I also keep up with trying to make sure I watch everybody's videos as well, so that I can you know, keep up with a lot of the great individuals here in the MMA YouTube community, and it's great to get a different perspective on the sport from numerous different people. So.